remember everything. Just so you know, we are recording for right now. We will have a show and tell at the end or towards the end. And at that point, we'll turn off the recording so you don't have to worry about your face being seen and so on. And in terms of show and tell, you are welcome to show and tell whatever project you're working on, which includes other people's yarn. It's interesting to see what people are working on, and we like to know. So,
yep,
because we're knitters. So, okay, we are in April. Gosh, already.
You know what
And
that means?
Maryland is almost here.
It's coming up. It's right around the corner.
Yes. Yeah. And
which is why you're wearing your regular Thursday work clothes.
Yeah. So I didn't go home and change and I didn't bring anything. So this is a shirt that I dye in, and it says "Be kind." I have 3 different t-shirts that are "Be kind" t-shirts of one form or another. And one of the gals here decided, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, that Thursday should be "Be Kind Thursday." So many of us wear "Be Kind" t-shirts on Thursday. And this is the one that has, you can see dye spots that have hit me. So, and I didn't do makeup. I didn't do anything. So today I dyed some yarn that was for back orders, and also lots of yarn for Maryland. We are in the midst of dyeing for the colorway for Maryland, and the colorway this year does reflect that it is the 50th anniversary for Maryland Sheep and Wool. And so it will be related to that. And just because I like to do things like this, I am doing a second colorway as well. So there will be 2. Yes, they will be available on the website starting on Saturday morning at the same time that the show opens. So we don't show our colorways ahead of time. It's just how we've always done it. But because we have the yarn available on the website, we no longer limit the number of skeins that people can buy, because it will be available on the website as well. So
I think you're gonna love it.
Yeah,
you dyed a lot of it today.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've got somebody who's working on a pattern, and I'm knitting something with one of the colors, and Ivy is knitting something with one of the colors. So we'll have examples of what it looks like at the show. Yeah. And probably we'll be able to put it in the newsletter that we send out that morning as well. Okay, so the other big news about Maryland is that we'll have 2 booths this year. They finally gave us a second booth. Now, people think, somebody asked, well, why aren't we bringing damask this year? Well, so just because we've got a second booth doesn't mean there's actually all that much extra space. I know it's sort of crazy. For those of you who have been to Maryland before, you probably realize that we crammed almost 2 booths worth of yarn into a single booth. And so, that means that we'll actually have a little more space for the yarn. So here's what we're bringing. We're bringing Yowza Yowza Minis, Yummy 2-ply gradient sets, and
Mini bundles.
mini bundles so that you can see them in person. And we've done some other different color combinations, and these are fun. They're 80-yard skeins. There's 10 in a bundle. So those are great. We're also bringing Avon. For those of you who haven't ever tried Avon, it is a merino and silk blend. It is not superwash, but it is super nice in the hand. It's a light fingering. We're bringing Moonglow, and last year we didn't bring Kira, but this year we are bringing Kira, and we're bringing Katahdin this year, and we're bringing lots of Katahdin. We've had some supply chain issues with that. But it's now being milled entirely in the US. So it's changing things around. So for those of you
who are not familiar with our yarn babies,
this is Katahdin. It is a blue-faced Leicester yarn. It is a 4-ply and is a light fingering. It is super wonderful. It is a mile of yarn, 1,750 yards. And so this is in Bougainvillea, and this is Mixtape 2.0 and samples.
So one of the things that's so wonderful about it, this is a wrap that was done with one skein that Babs knit, Veronica's pattern called Intermission Wrap. And it is huge and wonderful. But what's amazing about Katahdin, and I'm a fan because I made a whole sweater out of it, is that it wears amazingly well. It's light and smooth. For those of you who live in warmer climates, it's a nice yarn to work with for that little cover up you need in the winter or in the summer with the air conditioning. And this project, I wanted to bring it today. This is Veronica's also design called Sempervirens. And Sempervirens is the color that she wanted for it, that's dyed for it. The coolest thing about this is it's a little cover up. And the cleverness of the design is that you knit almost all of it, all the way up to here on the corner, down and across the back, and to the other sleeve and across the front, all in one go before you have to cut the yarn. So it's a really fun pattern. It's one of Veronica's really popular patterns. And it's, I love the cleverness of it. I just think it's really neat. And so just to give an example, that, sorry for bumping the table, that sweater has gone to shows and been tried on by many people, and it still looks almost like new. It's worn amazingly well. So just to give you a feel for how the Katahdin works and why we're so excited about it.
Right. And so I've been having, when we went to Stitches West, we just didn't have much. And then when you went to YarnCon, we still didn't have much. And we finally got it in about that time. And we've been dyeing it like crazy. And so we've got a lot. We're bringing it, we're putting some on the website and so on. So yeah. The other yarn that we're bringing, of course, is Sojourn, because people love Sojourn, and it's 200 yards of cashmere and silk loveliness. So we'll have that and colorways. So that's what we're bringing. And
hey, Babs, can you reconfirm that we're basically bringing the colorway on everything except damask? Is there another exception?
I don't think so. I made the list the other day. Damask is a base, yarn base that we don't do as a variegated, simply because it is a silk and linen. And so we just feel that a tonal or a solid color, you know, a monochrome color looks best on that yarn because it doesn't take up, the linen doesn't take up our dye. Only the silk does.
So
So-
it gives it that softer hue, and it doesn't, it sort of
Right.
masks. If you try to do a variegated, it would mask it.
Right, exactly.
Mhm.
So we'll also bring project bags and stitch markers. And so I think that's about it that we'll be bringing for
We'll
the
think of
show.
something else. We always
Probably,
do.
probably.
Yeah.
So that's sort of what's up and we're excited about it. We also have other things going on. You know, if you're in the North Carolina region, Tennessee region, Merle Fest is next weekend over in sort of the Wilkesboro area.
Okay.
And that's a big deal because it's a lot of bluegrass. And I have a thing that I've got to go over to Nashville for, and you know, there's just life continues.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is like, we're into spring and all the festivals are popping, and
Right,
this coming weekend, I think there's one in North Georgia, and there's one Smoky Mountain Fiber Festivals also
right,
this weekend. So there's lots of things going on. So Maryland is like, that's our, because it's big and because we've been going to it for a number of years. We're excited about it, but wait, there's more.
Yeah.
There's always more.
right. Unwind is this coming
That's
weekend.
next- yeah.
Yeah, this coming, we'll be there on Friday
Mhm.
afternoon, so with yarn.
Yeah.
So if you're at the Unwind retreat, that's, you know.
Yeah.
So somebody says this is only my second festival. What else is it? So-
Asking about less crowded, less busy times in the booth. Yeah, pro
So-
tip.
Pro
Yes,
tip, afternoon. in the
Yeah.
afternoon.
after 2:30 is, and just so you know, we restock through the day. The only thing that we might run out of is colorway.
But we
but-
have some for both days.
Yeah, we have it for both days, but we also have it online. So, you know, that takes away that anxiety about
Mhm.
trying to get the colorway.
Yeah, let's see what else. Also Sunday tends to be not quite as busy as Saturday if you have to choose a day. Although most people are pretty wiped out if they've done the whole day on Saturday, because there's so much to see. Other pro tip, got to go see the sheepdog trials because they're so fun.
Yeah, but Sunday morning is also not necessarily all that busy.
Mhm.
The other thing to know is that sometimes we have a line. The line tends to move pretty quickly because we have 3 registers, and I will be out there guiding people to the line and to the register. So, you know, we've been doing this for a while, so we.
Well, and you know, the whole experience, the whole checking out goes much faster than it used
Right.
to now
Oh,
that
yeah.
we have.
Oh, yeah, digital stuff.
Mhm.
Yes, the technology is so much better than it used to
Yeah,
be.
so it moves pretty quickly. But yeah, we have a saying, line friends are the best friends. So
Yeah,
it's a great time to get to meet new people and share and see what everybody else is coming up with as well. So.
okay. Do you want to talk about Alina's?
I
project?
do. Sometimes Alina joins us for this. I don't know whether she did today or not, because I can't see everything, but we have, and actually it's 2 things I want to feature today. We had a newsletter today that many of you probably saw. And so Alina's shawl pattern is called Kachina Peak, and we put together some sets for it. The original color set is this color. This is her original color set, which is Eternity, rubber, I think, and Runaway is the gray color here, and then the pops are Salish and Goldenrod.
Mhm.
Yes, okay. And we've also put together some other fun colorway sets that will work with the shawl pattern.
This is Little Bear Park
Mhm.
and
This one's Humboldt Park,
Peak.
Peak, I mean, yeah,
I love that.
isn't that fun?
Yeah, that one I like.
Yeah, and just so we also featured in our newsletter, our new Blue Spring Craft project bag. And so you can get an idea of this is the charcoal grid. It's made out of wax canvas, so it gets this kind of patina to it. And 3 of these sets fit in one, so it's big enough for a sweater project.
Yeah.
So those have been kind of,
Absolutely.
those have been a little popular today.
And just so you know, and I think many of them are sold out, but she has some at home that this
We'll
is
be making
Lynn,
more. Yeah.
and she will be making more. The bag is, she just has to attach the handles.
Yep.
So inside, there are 2 pockets
On each side.
on each side. So you can put needles in one and your phone in another and your wallet in a different
Mhm.
pocket and so on. So,
Yep. And it's a nice, simple bag. It's not heavy,
right.
easy to carry all your products. So get yourself some shawl sets.
So there we go. And let's see. So technique, we
Oh,
have been adding a technique corner into each of these. And so today, well, part of this came as a result of Helen isn't here, in case you noticed. She went to Canada, the other side of the continent.
BC. Yeah.
Yes. Her sister had a baby, so this is the first baby in the family. So, it's like, and so she had to go be auntie, and the baby is so cute. Anyway, so she saw that tin can knits. So I'm just telling you right off the top that this idea came from Tin Can Knits. And so we're doing a different setup a little bit, but we wanted to show you how Moonglow, the mohair and silk, looks when you use different colors on the same yarn.
So here are the different colors of the Moonglow. And the background color is our ergosphere color, this is leftovers from Bab's project that she's
Yes.
probably going to show you in a minute.
Yes, I'm going to show you that project.
But
So
it's from the Love Note, the Tin Can Knits Love Note sweater. that
right,
holds a skein of, or holds mohair with, or you can do it that way.
right.
With a fingering weight.
So this is the black with that, and then the optical illusion Moonglow, which
Yeah.
is a very similar color to the yarn itself, and then sugar, right, with the ergosphere. So you can see that you get very different results, and with the sugar, you get a much more sort of fuzzy, obviously fuzzy appearance.
You see the halo more when you have that lighter color with
Right.
it.
Exactly. So there is this, and I just thought it was a sort of a cool idea for people to take a look at what happens. And then in here, she actually did just the Moonglow. So you can see that there's some visibility, transparency. So
I was just having fun with my swatch, making
Yeah.
transitions. Now it wants to be a t-shirt.
so this pattern will be coming out in 2 weeks at Maryland. So this was my prototype, and it's too wide, I think, but I'll wear it. And so it has the ergosphere and the optical illusion. And you can see I haven't put in my ends. I should be embarrassed, but I'm not. And so
I'm dying.
this is it.
Yeah. So these are the leftovers from that shawl, or that shawl.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then we wanted something that would catch the eye of people. And this is Hijinks is the 2-ply color, and Blackbird is the Moonglow color. So, but honestly, I think it looks not bad. Okay,
It kind of tones down your shirt, which I really like.
the coral is a little too much, but so
Love it.
there's that. It's soft, it's wonderful, it's warm,
And it's quick to knit.
it's very quick to knit. So
Yeah, I did this little swatch using a size 7 needle, which I really enjoyed. I mean, that was a nice size needle. I didn't measure the gauge on it because I
Right.
just washed it. I just blocked it
Right.
this morning, but it has, I mean, this would be a nice something.
well, I
if
did,
you could do it. I mean, you can dress it up or down. That's the beauty
Right.
of using the mohair with it.
and I used a size 6 on the body and a size 4 on the ribbing.
Mhm.
So
Gauge matters.
okay, so that's the technique corner.
We did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
We'll have to figure out a technique for next month.
before we go into show and tell, does anybody have questions, or is there something we need to show again, or Veronica?
I don't think I have any outstanding questions from chat.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I see you've been answering them as we go, but okay, along the side. We'll have to go back and check those out.
okay,
Okay, before we go off into show and tell, so if you have show and tell, get ready. And we'll turn off the recording. But before we do, I did want to remind everybody that this week we have everything. We have the trifecta of Babsville, which is the newsletter, this chat on Thursday,
right.
and tomorrow we have yarn and chat. So anybody who wants to come and join, we just hang out and knit from 3 to 4:15 on every other Friday as we can. And tomorrow's the day. So
Right.
Just wanted to let y'all know that before we
And the next one after this,
won't
it-
be Maryland. So we're gonna have to switch it.
right,
Yeah, we'll have to change that
Right.
because we'll be busy,
yeah.
very,
Make,
very busy.
actually, we will have already set up the booth and we will be off having lunch.
X's on the eyes. I'm tired.
Yeah, we have a real sort of thing that we do when we do shows, and we get,
Tradition and ritual are a big part of it.
right.
Yeah.
So, it's,
We have a traditional place we go on Friday afternoon for lunch. And actually Beth said she was looking forward to it this year because
Good.
they have killer desserts. The
Yeah.
place we go.
Yeah.
So.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think we may decide to order in for Saturday night, maybe.
Could
Unless,
be.
so anyway, okay,
All
these
right.
are the things that we talk about before you go on a trip, right?
Where are we gonna go?
Where are we gonna eat?
Yeah. So I'm gonna turn off the recording now. And